It's just an honor. We're having fun. We're young. We're trying to grow Buffalo. We're trying to grow the city. We're trying to grow it all. And to come out and play so well against Rutgers, my heart is full with this team. I'm just excited to be here.
All right, we'll open up for questions. We have the mic, and we'll pass it around. We're going to start right in the front.
Hey, Felisha, I was just wondering why you didn't sign with Gino when he was originally recruiting you early on. Has he just grown as a coach since then?
Well, I'm glad I didn't sign with him because he was at Virginia, and that year I decided to go to Syracuse, and he left too and became a head coach at UConn. And so that was it's a good thing. He wasn't really giving all of his suaveness to me, how cool he can be. He was kind of coming a little bit. My high school coach said, I'm not certain that guy is going to be assistant coach that long. And I really was recruited by him, although I love the head coach, Coach Ryan, as well. And it just being at home with the same opportunity, I thought being at Syracuse was a better place, and it's a good thing because he ended up coming to this great place called UConn.
Over to the left, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Jason Wolf, Buffalo News. How do you go about getting your team to believe that they can compete, potentially win against, UConn, and beyond that, what do you hope? What do you think the keys to this victory are going to be? What do you think is going to factor into the decision?
Well, I'd like to have fun, but don't misunderstand that fun for disbelief. I coach young people to become phenomenal women. These young ladies have come to me as girls, and we've grown them to young ladies, and our hope is that they become phenomenal women. I've coached kids that's doctors now, professional basketball players, and just really phenomenal women. These young ladies every single day understand that they matter. They are enough. They're good enough to be anything they want to become, and that's the message they know on a daily basis. Playing against the Lakers or, WNBA team or UConn, the ball goes up in the air. You just got to be better than them for 40 minutes. That's all it takes is 40 minutes. And that's our story. And we might win. They might win. But they're going to get our best effort. And we're going to always have two things that we're going to be dealing with. It's called courage and fear. And whenever you do something for the first time, if you're an adult, if you're a kid, you're going to have fear a lot because you care so much about the success that you're trying to get. But then courage comes in. And I ask our players every day, handle both of them. But when you come out of that locker room, let courage win. And so we're going to come out of that locker room tomorrow courageously thinking that we have an opportunity to be a very good team. What is it going to take? It's going to take a collective unit. It's going to take our foxhole to stay strong. It's going to take good defense. It's going to take some luck. It's going to take some luck, a lot of luck. I mean, they can shoot the ball. I think we left the game yesterday at halftime. They were shooting 67% from the three-point line. We play a matchup zone. That's going to pose a problem. But I think I have one of the best players in the country on my team. And I know that she's fun as well, but I don't think she has a lot of fear in her. Her thing is, I want to do what I do so I can learn the lessons from what I did, good or bad. And I like that about her. So I want to everybody understand that it's a game of basketball. We're not talking about this doctor thing where if we don't do well, somebody dies. This is a game of basketball, and our kids are going to play free. We have nothing to lose, and we have everything to gain. And I'm excited about the opportunity.
Okay, Coach, right down here, and then we're going to come over here next.
Thanks, Bill. Coach, at your school right now, football is doing well. You're doing well. Men's basketball is doing great. How have you and your school been able to sell kids on going to Buffalo in the winter where maybe the weather is not so hot and those kinds of things?
We just built an indoor facility for our football team to practice in, but as far as Nate and I are concerned, it's 70 degrees in our gym every single day. Every day. I tell them they went down to 69 one time. I almost had a fit, and we just turned that heat. Oh, were you okay? So my thing is this. If you're coming to us and playing, is it between us and Miami, and the reason why you choose Miami is because of the warmer weather, then I don't want you because you're busy going to the beach. I want people that's going to be gym rats, and I want to hear that ball bounce. I love coming in at night, seeing 11 o'clock at night I'm leaving, and I'm seeing so many athletes still working on their craft because it's cold outside. We have under walks where you don't have to go outside to your classes. We have it's all encompassed into our university, and so we love the fact that it's cold. It's a winter sport. You know, it's snowing out here right now. I think Gino is excited about. He doesn't have the beach to worry about either. I think that teams that, I don't know, somebody should do a statistic on that, on who actually wins national championships. Is it the warmer weather team or is it cold weather team? Last year, Notre Dame won it. UConn won it for many, many years. It's not the warmest place to be either. And it's certainly not the easiest place to get to. Trust me, our hotel's an hour away. And so I just think that it's okay to be cold. I went to Syracuse University, and I was an All-American based on the fact that I couldn't go out because it was too cold.
Okay, Coach, right down here in front.
Coach, obviously you guys won 2 games last year, but I know you lost some players and you have 7 freshmen this year. But how much does it help the program prepare for a game like UConn, having some tournament experience and particularly playing in this building last night?
We're not experienced. It's no kind of, I can't justify it to these kids saying, well, we've done it last year, so we should have experience. We don't. It's just once. It's just once, and 2 times before, and it's just the first time we lost to Ohio State, and we just got to go through it. It's not easy. It's not going to be the story of last year. Those kids are gone. It's going to be your story. And how cool do you want your story to be? What do you want your story to be about? You didn't come out the locker room because you were scared, because you didn't have anything to compare it to, or you said, I'm going to come out because Coach allowed us to have our own identity, to be about this year, and about our story, and about our journey, and our foxhole, and our sisterhood, and our womanhood. And I think that's what's really cool about playing for us, is that we're not going to compare it to, well, when last year we went this many games, and every year it's got to be different. And just like you have children, if you compare your 2 daughters to each other, they're both going to resent you and be mad and both of them going to not like you. I'm not going to compare this team with a team of last year because they're so different, and they're so unique, and they're so different. They're so much fun and in their own way, and they're all quirky in their own way, and it's their story in their own way, and we're going to figure it out together because it's their first time, and it's my first time with them. No. They missed as many layups today as they missed the day before we play Rutgers. Trust me. They are still driving me all this. I had no gray here. This is all gray because of my 7 freshmen. They drive me crazy. And they know they are, and they're trying their best. And that's one thing about these young ladies. They understand, I'm going to come at you hard. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to jump on you. But they know I love them because we did the work in the summer. They've been at my house, played me in foosball and spades and all those things. But on the court, when you tell me about your dreams, I want to really push you hard towards your dreams, and it's not going to be fun. But when we walk across that line, when the practice is over, it's all love. It's all love. And those freshmen are still freshmen, and they still missing layups, and we're still going to put that freshman out there against the best team arguably in the country, and she's going to figure out who she is.
Okay, we're going to go over to the left, and then there'll be time for one more after that.
2 things really quickly. First, what do you believe Sierra's legacy is going to be at the University at Buffalo? And then piggybacking off of what we were just talking about, what do you hope that your underclassmen get from this experience? What do you expect them to take from this experience?
Her legacy is that it's just kind of like the same as mine. We failed. We failed in our confidence. We failed in our jobs. She failed at UMass. I failed at my last job. And she got a chance to begin again. And she chose Buffalo to have that chance. And she became, and she grew, and she prospered. And that's all we want from our young kids, is to know that it's okay to fail. And sometimes you're going to fail publicly. And sometimes it's going to hurt, and it's going to be tears in front of people. And it's okay, stand in it. You stand in it. And she stood in it, and she told her truth. And I said, just give me a chance. If you don't like basketball after you come here, I'll walk you home. We'll walk that 1 hour down the street together. But just give me a chance. And she allowed me in. And that gave me some energy to give to this young lady. And she became one of the best players in the country. And I think that what they're going to see, what failure looks like, and it turns into growth, and it turns into something really special. And there's no real answer to that because her legacy is still evolving. We don't really know the punctuation at the end of Sierra Diller's story because it's so brand new for University of Buffalo to have a women's team so ridiculously great because of a Sierra Dillard. And we're gonna look back and say, this is what Rebecca Lobo did here. That's what she did. And it's still evolving because she's still punctuating that ending of the sentence because she's still such an amazing commentator. But she was the reason why this thing changed around. Sierra Dillard, years from now, we're going to still be saying, that's what she did. That's what she did. And I'm not going to stop and I'm going to say, yes, she did. And because of her, I rejuvenated myself as a coach. And I am excited about coaching this team in this game again because she walked through that door and gave me an opportunity to coach her. And what is the other people going to, I don't know how they're going to, their legacies that you asked about, the younger kids' legacies. They need to know that they played with the best player probably in their entire lifetime in Sierra Dillard. When they come into our gym, I tell them two things. Write down what your legacy is going to be. And then also write down the best speech or the best poem that's going to ignite you when I don't have enough energy. And that's on their locker. Their picture of themselves, their number, their legacy that they're going to leave in 4 years, and a quote that keeps them inspired. But an asterisk should be, I played with Sierra Dillard. She's a special kid.
Last one right in the front here.
Two things, Coach. I wanted to ask you about Gino, but I'm just curious as to what Sierra wrote that she wanted her legacy to be. And then what is your relationship with Gino, and what do you think of him as a coach?
I think he's a great coach. I don't know what she wrote on there. I know one quote she has is, why should good enough be good enough when excellence is required? And I'm paraphrasing it, but it's in that kind of connotation. Gino's a great coach. Do I have hey, Gino, what's up? No, we don't have that relationship. Chris Daly and I are better friends because we do text each other every now and again. Yes, it's a silly question. In my opinion, if anybody asks if Gino Auriemma, who I think 11 champions, how many? 11, my goodness, a championship. He's a great coach, and we have to acknowledge that from every level. From men's basketball, hockey, tennis, a great coach wins championships. He's the last guy standing 11 times and always one of the top 4 beyond that. And I just have great respect for somebody that can do their craft so well when at the end of the day, when you played everybody, you're the winner. He does that, and he does that often. And he stole a kid from Syracuse, and this Stewie came through here, and it's really neat to have her give us a shout out and have her think that we're good enough to be talked to during this process. And she was coached by a guy named Gino. So I don't have an ego when it comes to sharing who great coaches are. I think another lady named Joanne P. McCall is a special lady from Duke. I think Muffet McGraw is amazing from what she does. There's so many great women's coaches. It's almost getting to the point everybody is going to be great because they're just continue to stay in the game long enough to evolve. And we got 7 or 8 that's really special right now, in my opinion, and Gino is at the top.